Hello and welcome back to the back nine coverage of the first round of the 2023 Savannah Open. I'm Jacob Chesser, joined by Adam Howard. What's up, Adam?
How's it going? Excited for this back nine. Going to see how this first round shapes up. That is our stuff down there at the bottom. Give us a follow on Instagram. We've had an amazing.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, definitely check out Ace Run Pro. All of their content, their merch, everything they've got going on. Shout out to those guys for coming out and filming this tournament for us.
So we got the local Chris Rogers tied with Grady Shue through 10 at 6 under. Alex Bird, Ben Bergamy right there behind him. And we got hole 10.
This is a 424-foot par 4. From this tee pad, you're really just trying to lay up something straight about 300 feet and then scramble up to the basket from there. If you're trying to go for the 2, which is doable on this one, the turnover backhand's pretty hard because you have to have a really hard finish to the right. Lefty backhand is a really good option here, or if you have a monstrous right-handed forehand, you can get down there for a look for an eagle as well.
Yeah, it says 434. I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate. Certainly feels like it plays more like 460, 470.
Yeah.
But I have seen a forehand get up in there.
Oh, that's just wide.
Yeah, Zach's not going to be happy with that one. He's hoping to get the eagle on this hole.
Yep. I'd imagine Isaac's going to be aggressive on this one as well.
Dude, it's the best M4 ever made.
Yep, throwing the mid-range. He's going to have a...
It's so good.
I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, he probably will have a little bit of a putt there. He's probably 100 feet short.
Yeah, he might be just outside circle 2 there. Again, this is the type of holes that MJ and Isaac kind of feast on. MJ gets a little kiss off a tree, but he's still, maybe 120 out, 150 out. A little scrambly type of shot to get up in there.
Yeah, that I will say the right side is a lot harder to scramble from than the left side Grady's on.
Gosh.
Looks like, let's see if he can get up here and get up and down to save his par.
Nice, dude.
Big flare, edge of circle 1.
About as good as the outside could do, I think.
Zach doing our commentary for us. Appreciate that.
What a guy.
I was there and around. You got he's going to have a weird, maybe Captain Morgan pose off those giant roots there, but he's got a good circle 1 look.
And I will admit, I was selfishly hoping to see MJ have to throw a forehand from this scramble position, but he gets up and down pretty close there.
I think we all were, but, he will, he can do things with the backhand that most people have to throw a forehand to get the disc to do, so.
Let's see if Grady can hit another big putt here, save his par.
Oh, good pace on it, smooth release, just a little right. Got a lot of chains.
Yeah.
That sticks a lot of the time, but you're not too upset with it.
Oh no. Oh.
He knew that right out of the hand.
Yeah, it didn't come out of his hand right.
And there's a birdie for Isaac. If you blinked during his putting routine, I'm sure you missed the whole putt.
Sick putt, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Slightly worse than mine last round, or last hole.
Yeah.
And MJ tapping in the birdie.
Yeah, good birds there from Isaac and Michael Joe. Good approaches from both of them as well. Grady with the unlucky kick on that approach. But we got a pretty tight one here again.
Yep, hole 11. This is 262 feet, par 3. There's out of bounds along the basket. It doesn't really ever come into play. For our right-handed players, this is really just flat, stable mid-range. Just hitting this gap right up the gut. I'm interested to see what Zach does on this one. If you can make it through the gap, you're probably going to have a 2 look. If you don't, then you're going to have to scramble. Yep.
Not something we're used to seeing that Isaac there. As you can tell, he's a little frustrated with that one. A little off today on this round.
Oh, MJ.
MJ getting
that's
sneaky.
It's fine. That's fine too.
That should work.
And kind of like with Isaac's shot, sometimes it's better to be 3 feet off than three inches off. And that's kind of what happens to MJ there.
Kind of surprised to see Zach go with the turnover backhand there. I thought this might be more of a forehand shape for the lefty, but maybe with the wind.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that as well. But yeah, we don't know what the wind was doing exactly here.
That is looking perfect.
Nice shot.
Laced from Grady. So good. Smooth, right down the middle, never a doubt. Isaac's going to have a weird angle here.
Oh, what a kick.
But gets an
my
awesome
gosh.
ricochet. Living right.
Just keep throwing this guy, I guess.
If I was Zach, that's what I'd keep doing too. It's worked out for him.
There we go.
And it works out for him again.
Thank you.
Tell Ricky thanks for that next time he sees him.
Another kind of uncharacteristic putt there from MJ. He's probably in circle 2 there, but looked like it kind of fell out of his hand.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot of spin on it for
pretty
whatever
good.
reason. Kind of dumped out on the end of him there, but Grady with another strong, confident putt.
Yeah.
No, it'd be a toss.
Yep.
Mike-
Isaac with a good
Mike,
par
Mike,
save.
put in, Mike.
MJ with a good
Too
par
soon?
save. Zach with a good par save.
Too soon.
I'm sure they're kind of kicking themselves on this one. This is really one you want to get. It's right there in front of you. It is a tight gap, but you do feel like you're kind of missing out if you take a par on this one. Now moving on to hole 12. This is, in my opinion, the hardest par 3 on the course to birdie. It's 321 feet. You'll see the drone flying out here, probably 80 or 90 feet straight off the tee. And then we have a hard dog leg to the right for probably another 220 feet. Skipping around this corner and getting enough distance over to the right is the hard part here. You'll see a lot of players just pitch up a putter to the corner and then just play for par on this one.
Yeah, the shape of this hole is not the shape that a disc golf disc can fly. So you got to really get tricky or lay something up to the right spot. In years past, a lot of people have even thrown like forehand cut rollers or something really understable. Whip out like a 150 gram disc and try and make it do something that normal disc can't do. But as you see, these guys are just kind of laying up the edge and content with a 3 here, and that's probably what most of the field typically does.
That is a beautiful shot from MJ. That's about as good as you can get. He'll give himself.
And he's still outside circle too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight. Great kick.
This could be A-okay, easy
better
3.
than
Yeah, it's really hard to decide, especially like with the wind and everything, how aggressive to be on this hole. Do you just throw a little forehand putter?
Trying to throw it in?
Or-
Not trying to.
Oh, wow. What a
Great. Oh
Yeah.
my
So that's true.
goodness.
That's true.
Look at the back.
The great run, chain high, and he's not even, in trouble for it because he hits the tree square behind it, comes back. This hole did average over par, 3.33. So, you're taking strokes on people, just pitching up, and dropping in a par and walking to the next hole.
Park it.
Good cleanup by Isaac there.
What, baby? Nice tap. Is that your bag? Okay. Thought you were like turning and leaving it.
Yeah, you really don't feel bad taking a par on this one. Taking a bogey hurts. Taking a birdie feels like an eagle.
Yeah, just the shape of the fairway there just kind of locks you out from really parking it, unless you can get some type of crazy roller or something down. Just the ceiling and everything is pretty crazy. We see 4 pars there. That's pretty standard, especially from that card. That's what you'd expect.
On our next hole, hole 13, it's a par 4, 555 feet. The out of bounds is interesting on this one. Once we get out of the clearing, you'll see some paved road and some dirt road over to the left. all of the pavement is out of bounds. Then once you get up here, you have a Mando at that light pole, and you have to throw through this gap and come all the way up to the green where you have out of bounds path on the right. This plate is the hardest hole of the day, averaging 0.71 over par, and once you see these guys throw, you'll see why. This is a very difficult hole.
Yeah, it's asking for two incredibly specific shots unless you're Grady and you're just going to pitch a putter up to right there, which is a great play. No stress in that. Now all of his stress is on his second shot, but he can play safe up to that one as well if he wants. Oh, man. Did Isaac stay safe there? I couldn't really tell.
That road that's unpaved right there, the dirt road is inbound, so he should be safe right there.
Yeah, there's kind of a weird little spot between a paved road and a dirt road. Okay, so it looks like everybody's laying up. I wonder if Zach will do that too. He's got a lefty backhand. He could swing pretty good if he wanted to. A little more aggressive shot here.
Yeah, the real landing zone to attack this for the birdie is right where Zach's at. Kind of plays like a little island past that dirt road. Laying up short is also a great play, especially if there's any wind. It puts all your stress on the second shot, just like you were saying. Looks like MJ has put a great
Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, fades out a little earlier than I thought.
Yeah.
But you'll take that. Getting through the gap there. Still has
and
a
making
putt.
the Mando as well.
And making the Mando. Good point.
Be nice.
Get through.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
He's going to be right there next to Michael Joe.
Very nice.
Looks like maybe his 300 A2 he's throwing there. Something overstable, trying to get to finish left. Just a little lower than he wanted, I think.
Yep.
If you could walk and put your disc out somewhere after your first shot, it would be right where Zach's is. Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that after his top-notch drive there.
What a waste.
Just kind of squanders that opportunity that, it happens to everyone.
But he's breaking out that slammer again. Go in. Oh, another good run.
Isaac with a long one. Honestly, I was expecting that to go in.
One of these is going to drop any second now. He's due for sure. A little trick shot putt here from Grady.
That's so hard.
Yeah,
That's
a
A-okay.
really weird spot.
Getting out with a par on this one is fantastic. Didn't have too many birdies on the day for this one. We actually only had 3 birdies in this first round. Andrew Lavoie, Jonathan Crow, and my co-commentator Jacob Chesser.
Hey-yo.
Boo. I don't want to clap. They should boo me.
We will never boo you, Zach.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Oh, man. MJ
Zach,
just
ready?
kind of bouncing that off the rim there from about 4 feet. Getting risky with it.
I'm confident.
Just trying to entertain his
I
card
mean, I
mates
know
there.
you're really good at it, but
Give us something to talk about. Score still tight. Grady right there, a couple strokes up on Zach and Isaac. MJ right there behind him.
All right, moving on now to hole 14. We have another par 4, 623 feet. Your first shot is across the water. It's at an angle, so the further right you go, the further you have to throw the disc to be able to clear the water. That light pole is probably a little over 300 feet. Then you come up here into this second fairway, have a dog leg to the right, and then you've got a pretty guarded green here where the basket is, elevated up on some railroad ties.
The wind was whipping on this hole, and you're throwing over water, so you really have no depth perception here.
Oh, that turned. Frick. Fade.
And it flips over Grady's, I think that's a Halo Destroyer or Halo Wraith or something like that, and just flips it right over like it's a DX Destroyer or something. Isaac goes on a more sharp hyzer angle. It's trying to flip his up too.
there it is.
Yep.
But his stability's true, and it finishes over in the absolute perfect spot.
Yeah, you've really got to get as far left as you can without going into the woods on this one. And unfortunately, we didn't mention it earlier, but Grady did miss the Mando on the right side there. We'll see it when we get up a little bit closer.
This needs to get up.
Easy. Thank you.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
skip. He's going to love that.
Hit that
Yes, that's fantastic. He's going to have just a backhand hyzer there. Something overstable. Michael Joe's got a really weird uphill run. Another forehand. That looks great.
It looks awesome. I love to see it.
Pitch cam missed it, but man, I think he's going to be putting from that shot.
So Grady moves on now to the drop zone after missing the Mando. This is, you can do it. You've kind of got to skip a forehand around this corner.
Yeah, and you can see the ceiling is super low there.
Oh, that was looking
pushes
so
it a
good.
hair too deep. Yep.
Zach here kind of surprising me with the turnover forehand, but
not a turnover, just a full-on flex.
Wow.
I have no idea what disc that was, but it was unbelievably overstable. That thing,
wow.
He threw it on almost like a forehand roller angle, and it somehow got all the way back to flat. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that was probably a Justice, but great shot selection, great execution. He's going to have a look at a birdie here on this hole.
And the forehand counter ticks up again.
I love it.
Isaac with another forehand, the year of the forehand. Grady in a good spot to give it a little half bid, nose up, floaty shot. Oh, just short.
Man.
Great touch there from Grady. Almost as great as his sweater.
But not quite.
But not quite.
Do it.
Ringer.
Oh! The woods gave him a gap, and he tried to make the most of it. Just a hair short. Good run there.
You did it again. Well done.
And that's a whole bunch of strokes on a whole bunch of people right there.
Ringer up.
Yeah, this hole averaging almost half a stroke over par. So definitely kind of the gauntlet of the course is 13, 14, 15 here.
Thank you.
But our card played this pretty well. Had one miss in the Mando. It's a little bit unfortunate, but wow, look at that. Tighten up the scores.
That hole will do it for sure.
All right, now we've got hole 15. I probably don't even need to say much on this one if you're looking at the screen where the drone is flying. This is one of the tightest fairways probably anywhere in Georgia, maybe anywhere in the country. It's about 8 feet wide, and that's the entire way. Then you get up to the basket, and it is extremely well guarded inside this group of about 4 trees. You've got out-of-bounds railroad tracks on the left, and you've got an out-of-bounds road on the right as well if you get any bad kicks.
Mandos, OB both sides, 6 foot wide fairway. You can just rewind that little drone flyby a few times if you really want to get a feel for it. But I can count on it again and count on one hand how many times I've seen someone throw a disc that hasn't hit a tree here. Maybe count on one finger.
Oh, it was almost really good. Almost.
This one, another hole averaging over par. I'm sure everyone can imagine why.
220 feet averaging over par.
Uh-oh. Okay, it sits down. I thought he was going to go over towards the railroad tracks.
Dang it.
And no one getting all the way down clean off the tee here. One play that I've seen a lot of people do is even jump putt up to this short pad where Michael Joe's at, and then another jump putt up to the basket from there. And this is on a 220 hole.
You're past the Mando, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You see MJ try and line up the forehand there. Karate chops the short pad's T sign.
Yeah.
So he wanted to throw another one.
All right, that works too. I just wanted to see you
Yep,
go over
that'll
the road
do.
for the railroad tracks.
And if you're not long of the basket here, you might or might not have a putt from inside the circle. Grady with a crazy kick with an early release. Another kick puts him inside circle 1. And he's still going to have to work from there, though. That's the thing about this hole. Isaac's going to have to work from there.
He's going to be
Keep in mind, this is a 220-foot hole.
You win. I don't even know if I can jump putt.
Not only is this 220 feet, these are some of the best players in the world on a 220-foot hole.
Exactly.
And we're,
Oh, my
gosh.
goodness.
Thanks, Grady.
That's a really good
Aren't you glad
run
you
from
ran it
Zach.
See,
This is deceiving here because that is a really, really bad angle. That pine tree is about 3 feet in front of that other one, and this is gonna have to come out on an Anheuser angle. Yeah, and it didn't. That's why it missed. Yeah, it had to come out on an Anheuser. These trees set you up for such a weird spot if you're not left or long. Again, Isaac with another just weird. There's just awkward windows. MJ's on the good side of the basket here.
But even there, he's probably 16 feet from the basket, having to go to a straddle and putt around that tree.
Right. Really cool hole. Really, really difficult.
Just wait till we see the final round from the gold pad, which
Yeah, come
close to 100 feet.
come back. Yeah, come back in a couple rounds and watch how this hole really digs its teeth into you. The scores remain tight. Zach now jumping into the lead, taking it over from Grady. MJ right there behind everybody. Still tight though. Hole 16.
Yep, this is a 349-foot par 3. You've got out-of-bounds road all the way down on the left. For our right-handed players, the most popular play is to throw a turnover either with a mid-range or a fairway driver. You just really got to get into this second gap here that is pretty far off the tee. Very safe green to run, putts from pretty much any distance. Kind of interested to see the shot selection here from Zach, what he's going to do as a lefty. See if he goes out
overstable,
wide
just a barely flat flip up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
He's gonna like that. The rest of these guys, well, now Grady might throw a forehand, but this is gonna be a tough one for Michael Joe and for Isaac. Very touchy backhand.
Yeah, maybe a mantis from MJ there, and does it stop? Okay.
Oh man, and you really don't even have the opportunity to run a putt from where MJ's at because that Spanish moss is hanging down to about 3 feet off the ground. He might have to go to a knee or some kind of crazy air bounce. I don't even know if he's going to have the opportunity to go for it.
Oh my gosh, looked like this car was driving right into the fairway, kind of razzing Isaac there.
Oh, sit. Bank off the car?
Did it hit the car?
Oh my goodness. That might have banked off the car. Holy cow. And they just kept going. I'm still confused about what they were doing.
Left.
Oh, a little bit of flex on this. Go in.
Go in.
Man, dude.
Oh,
Nice.
you screwed
Yeah,
it.
and he's going to have a little circle's edge putt. That was really overstable, whatever that was.
Yep, hardly any ground play there. Looks like we have Jacob Shepard, mean mugging the camera.
That might have been nice mugging. He was smiling.
I think
Michael Joe found a really weird window up there above all the branches somehow. I knew that was going to be tough for him to have a straight look at it, but he found a gap.
You can still see the wind blowing behind Grady, that Spanish moss and the leaves going everywhere. It's going to be a tough putt.
Grady tries to roundhouse a ghost there from missing it. Wind just lifting it, dropping it, doing all kinds of stuff. You just got to take your most confident stroke and send it. Be okay with the outcome.
And another strategy here for the mental game, just kind of an insider pro tip. If you're wearing a sweatshirt that is that cool, no matter what kind of shot you throw, you can always lean back on the fact that you look incredible on the course.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. And you know what makes you look really cool is the new gear being sold by Ace Run Pro. So go to their website, buy yourself a new jersey. They look sweet, and wear it to your local tournament.
Now moving on to hole 17 here. We have another par 3. This one's 403 feet. You have to cross the road here. If you don't, you're going to go up to the short pad as the drop zone. The further left you go, the further you have to throw the disc to clear the road. There's a lot of trees once you get up here. There's a couple of different approaches. You can either go straight at it. You can throw a big flexing backhand off to the right side, or if you have the power, you can throw a forehand over the road and just carry a lot more OB.
So the thing about this left-handed flex shot or the right-handed flex forehand is that if you don't hyzer back in, there's a bunch of branches low hanging, kind of like what happened to Michael Joe on the previous hole. But Zach goes just in front of those, and he's going to have a good look there.
Okay, fading out a little bit early. Stays in bounds, looks like. Okay. We'll have a circle 2 look. That's going to be very obstructed. Let's see how much Anheuser Isaac puts on this. Yeah, he's playing more that right side.
Yeah, but it looks like a right to left wind off the tee. So when you get that Anheuser, the right to left wind's just going to mash it down. So it's such a touchy angle to put it on here. Grady's got every bit of like 480, 500 in his forehand, but that right to left, again, pushing it.
Go, 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 go.
Let's see if it gets across the street. Oh my goodness.
Roll across?
I can't tell if that. I know it definitely touched inbounds. I can't tell if it's still in.
All right.
You think?
Man.
I guess we're gonna see. Oh, count it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that right to left wind was really was that a Garrett Girthy signature on that disc?
It kind of looked like it.
I like it. Grady's getting the hookup from Double G. That's probably why it went so far.
True, true, true. Also, you know, for people that might be confused, looking like that disc's mostly in the road, if any part of your disc is touching ground that is inbounds, your disc is inbounds. So
that's correct.
You know, Grady getting fortunate on there.
Road or is that dirt?
Oh, here's a little bit closer look.
That's a valid question. Yeah, there's road there.
Well, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, so like, is it the road underneath the grass or is it the road overall?
dude, it's like this is growing into it.
It's like one of these ones with yours.
Another important rule to note is that
Yeah, there's grass.
in
right
an
there.
instance of confusion, right, the benefit goes to the player. So if you guys can't really make a decision, if it's too close to call, always give it to the player.
Oh, wow.
And your other option there is to take a provisional and, you know, talk with the tournament director about it later if you have questions on any lie or any kind of, you know, way to play a hole.
You got to jam this sucker. He is what they call a putter.
Isaac with a little low ceiling here.
Oh my goodness, what a putt.
Does not care. Jams
I
it
love
right
it.
in.
I could watch that all day long.
That was a tasty, hearty putt. Reminds me of a nice cup of jambalaya.
You know, I've never really thought that about a putt, but I might start thinking about that, you know, whenever I see a good putt. Like, man.
Maybe even a little spicy.
Yep. Grady, there we go.
Keeping the putter hot.
That's right. And then Michael Joe tapping in the par, the beans to the jambalaya. Zach taking a pretty hefty lead here.
Yeah, Zach on the back nine has been playing extremely well. But to finish this round here, we got a really tough hole. Let's see how they do.
Yep, this is hole 18, par 3, out of bounds path on the right. As you can see, another really, really tight fairway. For our backhanded players, you're just going to throw something stable, straight, and then get that nice overstable finish to the left. Any shot that crosses, you know, where this bridge is, this ditch, is going to put you around Circle 1's edge. If you can get over there, you'll have a good look at it. If you hit something early, it is an extremely difficult scramble to save your par.
This sets up nice for Zach's forehand.
Oh man.
If he can get something
That's
overstable
okay.
to finish left.
That was
Yeah, even that's kind of wide open. He'll have a jump putt from edge of circle 2, maybe a little further out, but he'll walk out of here with a 3, no doubt.
It's looking great from MJ. Go left.
That was really straight.
Yeah, he'll be just outside the circle there, but that's a good look.
Yeah, it looks like it flipped up a little more than he was wanting. Like we've talked about this whole round, the wind has been pretty brutal.
Yep.
See if Isaac can get the stability right on this one. Pulls it a little right, and he'll be right over there next to where Zach is, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, man.
That's going to be a tough scramble here for Grady.
Yeah, this course starts just like it, or finishes just like it starts, you know, tight, small gap, technical.
Dude, why can I not hit gap?
Another touch forehand here. This one looks a lot more open, though. Maybe we'll see some fireworks.
Nice shot, buddy.
Thanks.
There you go.
That one was good.
Straightens that one out. He'll end with a bogey. That's never what you want, but he avoids the big number.
Looking good.
Oh, Zach
what a
right
run.
in front of the basket. Good run there. Might have shown Isaac the line. Ooh, the pine tree might have saved him a stroke there.
Yep, good backboard action.
Yep.
Let's see if MJ can knock down the 2, finish this round. Nope. Decent bid, though.
Yep.
And you can see right there the discrepancy in sweatshirts between Isaac's plain gray sweatshirt and Grady's awesome one.
It's a great point.
And another tap in here for par.
3 pars and a bogey to finish. There you go, Zach on top at 7 under. Isaac at 4, MJ and Grady at 3 after the bogey finish there from Grady. That is not an easy course.
Oh my goodness, who do we have here tied at first place? Looking like Jacob Chesser and Martin Neese.
Oh, okay.
And, Adam Howard's hanging out in there in like a 10-way tie for 5th place. That's going to do it for the first round. Y'all come back and check out the second one. I'm Adam Howard. I am sponsored by Dynamic Disc Savannah, which is Val Williams' shop here in Pooler. Go check out her stuff. And also check out everything from Ace Run Pro.
Yeah, if you like that video, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. Tell us, what is your favorite soup in the comments? Adam, what's your favorite soup? Or stew. We'll go stews as well.
I'm going to go with a tomato, basil, and a grilled cheese.
That is a quality selection. I'm more of a chili man myself. We'll see you guys next time.